What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I am going to be ranking all 5 Trials of Apollo books. So if you guys are new to this, or to the channel, or to this series where I rank all Percy Jackson books, be sure to like and subscribe, as it does help out a lot. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. So, I think I've said on multiple occasions that I don't think that the Trials of Apollo books are as good as, any of his other series. I feel like every other series, brings something distinct, whether it's, Magnus Chase's humor, and then, just the Heroes of Olympus just, brings it all, which is why I think it's the best series out of all of them. But in the Trials of Apollo, I don't know, it kind of feels like a rehash of the Heroes of Olympus in some ways. Obviously, it does have an interesting premise where, a god falls to Earth, but I don't think that the premise was executed very well. But yeah, without further ado, let's just rank the books. But come to expect next week when I rank all 21 of these books. Yeah, these ones are not going to be the highest, to say the least. As always, I'm going to just take up these 5 slots. Now, just disregard what they say here on the left. Obviously, I haven't not read them, and then I don't even think that the best book is Heroes of Olympus territory. But yeah, it's just for purposes of spacing them all out, this is just going to be one in each row. So yeah. So, I'm going to put The Burning Maze in last place. I think that this book has a lot of problems with it. So we get a lot of recurring characters, Grover appears in this one again, which I thought was really cool. Also, Coach Hez appears, and then Jason and Piper appear. But yeah, there's a lot of problems with this. So first of all, how I don't think that they explained how Tristan McLean just lost all of his money. Hello, can the Emperor just make things just appear out of nothing or something? I don't know. So yeah, there's that. I feel like how Piper's family got broke was really weird, and also it's just okay, the Emperor can make anything happen, but it's just yeah, but how did it happen? Also, I feel so you had this whole book series of the Heroes of Olympus, where you're building up Piper and Jason's relationship. You could say that it might even be the main relationship of that series, even ahead of Percy and Annabeth. And then you just undo it. You don't even see them go through the hardships and they break up. It's just yeah, they're broken up now. You don't even see how that happens, which, I'm fine with them breaking up as long as it's something that we built to, that, they got together in that book. And then, you at least gotta show us how they broke up, right? With some flashbacks or something. And then Jason dies at the end of it for, no reason, where I guess, he's trying to make, there be, stakes involved and everything like that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like that Jason dies, because he's, one of the, probably top 2 strongest heroes in the book series, all of these book series, or the Greek ones at least. So then how does he die, man? Why does he even have to die? Why? He's a perfectly good character. Why do you have to kill him off? Oh god. If anyone you should kill off, it probably would have been Meg, because even though she's the main character of the series, I don't really like her too much. So it's just why didn't you just kill her off, huh? Oh god, and then you killed off one of your main, maybe even the main character of your most popular book series. So I don't get why you killed off Jason. I just don't even get the pacing here of this book, where it's just okay, you go into the maze. So you go into the maze once, right? And then, oh god, and then after you finally get to the Oracle, which, should be this momentous occasion, it should be the climax of the book, you getting to the Oracle, going through the burning maze. No, that's the midway point of the book, and then you gotta go and meet up with Piper and Jason to fight the Emperor. So it's basically just you've got 2 mini stories in here. It's just, Okay, you go through the burning maze, and I see how they, somehow connect together loosely, but still, it feels like you got a start, and then a finish, and then another start, and then another finish. So, yeah, I don't really like the pacing here, so it goes in, or it comes in for me as last place. Now, second to last place is, where is this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, I think that's, book 5. Book 5, The Towers of Nero, I think it was. So, yeah, I don't really like this conclusion to the book series. I feel like it didn't make as many egregious mistakes as The Burning Maze did, so that's why it is ahead of it. But, yeah, I don't really like this book all too much. I feel like it was a lackluster conclusion to the series. It really didn't even make sense in many ways. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the character Lou is just like, yeah, why'd he change flip side so easily? I feel like that really didn't make that much sense. Also, like, the purposeful, like, disinclusion of Percy Jackson is just really odd here. Like, you go visit his family, but apparently he's not there because, he has to appear in the Magnus Chase books or something. But, like, you could have easily just set them in two different time periods and then had him actually appear in this book, and I feel like it would have been much better. And then you go with Rachel, who is basically just Percy Jackson's side character, and she really only appears with Percy Jackson. But no, you have her like step up into a main lead, and then you don't have Percy Jackson, where you could have swapped her with I get that she's the Oracle and all that, but she doesn't even have powers. She's just a regular mortal right now. So, yeah, I don't get that. I don't know. I just don't really like this book too much, and it comes in at number 4 for me. Okay. So, coming in at number 3 is going to be the Trials of Apollo book 4. So this one, I actually think it does have some high points. I really liked how he used Reyna in this book, and I really liked her conclusion, which kind of concluded her arc from even the Heroes of Olympus. I feel like that character arc was like set out from the beginning. However, like, this book has some really great moments in it. Like, Frank sacrifices himself when you actually think it's a sacrifice. Artemis appears to help out Apollo. They actually have a quest that's building up to the conclusion, unlike some of these other books, except for the fact that Frank doesn't die. Okay, so I said that Jason shouldn't die because it was pointless, but Frank's death is not pointless. So Jason, like, he didn't even do anything when he died. He, like, basically bought them like 1 second or something. Frank took out 2 emperors, and yeah, he took out 2 emperors. Like, all right, and then his death was set up in the Son of Neptune, where Iris says that she sees him holding the stick as he dies or as it burns up. So his death was set up there. Plus, it gives him so much meaning that he's a son of Mars and is really like dutiful. And then he gave his line in action. Like, I feel like that is carries a lot of meaning. And after Jason dies, which was a choice. I don't like it, but it was a choice, and you're already moved on. So then if Frank dies as well, it's just like okay, now the stakes are really high. But now it's just like, yeah, he lived because he chose to control his own destiny or something. Like, I loved the final battle. I loved all the build-up. I love seeing Camp Jupiter back again. I think that even like the scenes with Camp Jupiter were better than the scenes in Camp Half-Blood. But it's just as of a narrative purpose, like, I feel like Frank just should have died. Like you could have killed off Frank and then kept Jason. Like, and it would have been so much better. I don't know. Like, not like that. I dislike Frank or anything. It's just like he should have died because he chose. Like, yeah, he chose to die. He chose to sacrifice himself, which is why he should have died. Like, it makes his sacrifice unmeaningful when he just comes back to life. But other than that point, like, everything else in this book is really, really good. So it's going to go in 3rd place. Okay. In 2nd place, okay, I'm going to put book 1. Okay, so I feel like this book was it was a good introduction. I feel like this book series really just started out strong because, as you know, I mean, book two is going to be number one. But yeah, I feel like this book series just really started out strong and teetered out toward the end. But yeah, I feel like this book was pretty good. You know, we had Percy Jackson, like the right amount of Percy Jackson, so that it still feel like Apollo's book and also Meg's book. I mean, I don't really like Meg, but sure. And Percy Jackson is a side character, which I feel like was really well done. It makes a lot of sense, and obviously, he comes to save the day at the final moments. And yeah, I feel like his inclusion to this book was done very well. I also loved seeing Camp Half Blood again. For like three different book series, we get to come back to the same place. But yeah, I feel like Meg's like betrayal doesn't really make too much sense. Like at the end, I mean, I know she was working for Nero the whole time, right? But then it's just like, okay, well, that just makes her a dislikable character. Like, yeah, so there's that. And I feel like that resolution was definitely not handled well in the Trials of Apollo, where it's just basically just like, yeah, she chose to escape again or something. Like, yeah. So I feel like that arc was definitely not handled well. But I like Percy Jackson, like Camp Half-Blood. I actually like the premise of this book. Um, and yeah, it just has all of the Rick Riordan stuff that make all of his other books great. So I'm gonna put it in second place. But in first place for me is going to be book two, The Dark Prophecy. This book really has it all for me. So we get reintroduced, or we get to see the Hunters of Artemis again. We also well, this was basically like resolved in this book, but we see the cliffhanger from the Blood of Olympus with Leo and Calypso, but it gets fleshed out more in this book. I feel like the way station was a great concept, and obviously, it makes sense that it would be a thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like the history between forgot her name, but H, the person who starts with H, the woman and Apollo was really well done. And yeah, I don't know. This book is really just like it's just the height of this book series, and I feel like this book series just really started strong and died out. I also liked seeing Lit again, Midas's son, as well as the whole storyline of this book really makes sense. It really works well. So yeah, it comes in at number one for me. Though I don't even know if it'll come in for like the top 5 or something in the original, like in the all books ranking. But yeah. Anyways, that is going to do for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Too easy.